What's up, people? Hanser Gonzalez here, and this is another episode of my channel, Mojo Fishing. As you can see, I'm in my boat in the back of my house. The weather is really bad all these days, so I haven't been able to upload any fishing videos. However, by popular demand, I was asked to make a review of the rigs that I use to, the fishing rods, the reels that I use, that I prefer, when I go fishing. So I'm going to show you a couple of the ones that it's my go-to rods, and we'll go from there. So I was always in love with the Shimano brand. Just to give you a little bit of a couple of words about Shimano brand is Japanese made, and Shimano. You got a few other brands that they're Japanese made, and they are very well made, and obviously they're very expensive. But it's one of those things that you get what you pay for. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys what I got over here. All right. So, this is, let's see if I can get it around here. All right. This reel right here is the brand is Twin Power. I don't know if you guys can see that. Twin Power. This reel, it already comes with, the ball handle. This is the model SW5000HG, Shimano Twin Power, SW5000SG. Yes, it is a 5000 reel. Okay. The gear ratio on these reels, on this reel is about 5.7. Max drag is approximately 13 kilograms, which is about 28.66 pounds if you want to be very specific. The weight of the reel is just a little bit under a pound. It's about 15.87 ounces, which is very nice. It doesn't weigh that much. It's about 450 grams. Once again, the handle is it's the bowl type handle, which is very helpful. This thing, when you're gonna fight a fish, you can use your whole palm to fight the fish, other than using the finger grip with the more usual handle. This thing will give you a complete grip when you're fighting the fish, and believe me, that is a big advantage. The inside of it is it has a 10 plus 1 bearing system in it, which is very nice. It has about 30 pounds. Right now I have it with the 30-pound braid from Beyond Braid. Very inexpensive, very effective braid. Not affiliated, not sponsored by them by all means. I'm just letting you know what works. Right now you can buy a whole bunch of different braids out there, but for the money, you're not gonna go wrong. So as you can see, I have it set up on a rod. This one is set up with a Shimano Terramar XX 7-foot, and is the power heavy fast action rod. So mainly what I use, I'll show you guys over here, is the Terramar XX in the back of it. There's the specifications right there. So what do I use this rod for? What I use this combo for? So mainly what I use this combo for is, for example, the snappers, amberjacks, yellowtail. Sure, I've fought some kudas with this. Yes, I have, got some grouper with this, but Mainly is for those fishes that they're not going to take you onto the rock, that you have to like yank them out of the rock. You have to fight them off those rocks. So it's I believe it's categorized as an inshore rod. But I tell you what, this thing for what it is an awesome offshore rod. It doesn't never disappoint it. It always it has a nice backbone to it, and I'm very happy. You can use it for those type of fishery. Also for those people that like to fish backwater, you can use it for snook. You can use it for tarpon, things like that. But for me, a guy like me and some other people and a lot of other people that like to go offshore and do that snapper, yellowtail, lane snapper, if you want to fight cuda, also, mackerel, stuff like that, this is your go-to combo right here. The rod, I believe, is approximately, I want to say between, it depends where you get it. You can go anywhere from $280 one store, anywhere from $280 to about $350. The rod, the reel, it can go right now, probably for about $400. Between $400 and $500, depends where you get it from. I got this reel straight from Japan. So it came from, straight from them. I pay a little less than if I walk in another store, a local store, and get it right on the shelf. Obviously, I have to wait for about 5 days, but it's worth it. It's nice. All right, so the next combo I'm going to show you guys is it's also obviously a Shimano brand, and this one is it's going to be this the same twin powers brand, model, but this one's going to be the SW8000HG. Once again, it's the Shimano twin power SW8000HG. Now this one right here, it has a gear ratio about 5.6. The max drag is about 55.12 pounds. Yes, 55.12 pounds on an 8,000 reel. That is not too shabby. That is very, very, very good. The reel weight's only about maybe a pound and a half. Give it or take, maybe less than a pound and a half. And once again, the ball bearing system inside is 10 plus 1. This one I have it with a 60-pound braid, same brand, and it also has the the big the handle, so you can grab it. And so what did I use this setup for? Well, I use this setup for that grouper. Is paired with the Shimano Telex PX. Let me show you real quick here. Telex PX. And this one is also a heavy, but also a fast action rod. As you can see, judging by the bump stock, it's not by the bump stock. The handle. I'm thinking guns now. The handle, is a big, is a deep water rod. The backbone in this is unbelievable. Now with this, yes, with this, you can fight whatever you want from those rocks. Believe me, that drag, that 55-pound plus drag, it'll help you tremendously when you're going to fight that fish to get them off the bottom. And this rod is by all means, completes that reel by far. So this is my go-to grouper rod. This is my big old amberjacks rod, my cobia rod, obviously there's some big kudas out there. People, for those who has watched my videos, you guys know that I'm big into kudas. I love kudas. There is a big myth about kudas. You cannot eat them. Some people don't like them. Blah 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 blah. Bunch of lies. That is just old myth. Anyways, this thing right here will put that fish that will give you a run for your life on the other setup I got on this right here. It'll put it on the boat. It'll put a hurt on that fish. So there it is. This is my go-to setups that I got right now. Once again, you know, I like to present to you guys what I have, what I fish with. You know, I try to show you guys, you know, what to use, what to spend the best money to get, you know, the big buck, you know, the best for your money. So this setup right here, between the reel and the rod I think is about 180, between 180 to 100 and 200, depends on the store. The reel is about the same price as the 5,000. Is, you know, anywhere between $450 to $500, depends on the store. Also, this one also came straight from Japan. And yeah, folks, so here you have it. You know, you know what I like. You know what it works for me, and you know, that's what we got. Now I'm going to show you guys. I did not plan to do this, however, I have it back here, and a lot of people are into what they call it, slow pitch jigging. Slow pitch jigging. Why slow pitch jigging? Because the fish bites when that jig starts. When you jig that jig, and it starts to go down, that movement, that's when usually the fish bites. That's why they call it slow pitch jigging. So my setup is really simple. Very simple, very inexpensive, and it's gonna do the job. With this thing, I have caught mutton snapper, all kinds of snapper, you name them, amberjacks, you name them. So the rod, let me flip it around. Give me a second here, that way I can show you guys. The rod is made by Goofish, and it is the slow jigging 6.6 Mighty. Okay, I have this one paired up with a Gomexus LX50L, also with the ball handle. Okay, once again, it helps tremendously when you're fighting the fish. And yeah, so basically, you know, you're throwing the jig down all the way to the bottom, way until you reach the bottom, and then you just boom. Every jig you do a quarter turn. Every jig do a quarter turn, and as soon as that jig drops down, when it's falling down, that's when the fish say, "Oh, wait a minute, that is a dead fish. It's vulnerable. Let me eat it." Bam! And I tell you what, lane snapper, mutton snapper, regular mangler snappers, amberjack, lesser amberjack, you name them, they're all love these jigs. This is the kind that I'm using right now. It's been to the battle a few times. As you can see, got some nice chunks missing already. I have got quite a few fish with this. So there it is, guys. So this is the slow pitch jigging. So that's what I got for you. Anyhow, so those are my three go-to rods. I have others, but this is the main ones for slow pitch jigging. For slow pitch jigging, I know there is rods out there that they cost $1,000, just the rod alone. That right there is about $170 to maybe $200, depends where you buy it from. The reel, the Gomexus 50 is probably anywhere between $100 to $180. So for maybe $300, maybe $400, you can get a nice setup, and you don't have to go that crazy. So, anyways, that's it for now, folks. Like I said, the weather is pretty bad. It's actually blowing right now, 40 plus. We have a cold front moving in tonight, and it's going to be pretty nasty. It's coming from one of those bad storms from up north. And we haven't had a chance to go fishing. We haven't had a chance to put the boat in the water, which is, it's killing me. But I say, you know what, let me do a little bit of reviews on what I have and help out people to decide what they want to use, what they want to get, and stuff like that. So, once again, thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the notification bell, and nothing, just wait for another video, and hopefully the next one is going to be with a big fish at the end of my rod.